And I mean, it kind of goes back to this philosophy of life, which I adhere to strongly. Is like life's about balance. And I think one thing I've keyed in on in all of life is focusing on the actual thing that is the limiting factor. And I think with most hunters, the limiting factor is not knowledge, it's not gear, and it's probably, well, it relates back to time. The limiting factor is probably them taking care of their family, them taking care of their finances, them taking care of all the other parts of life, so that when it's time to hunt, they can go. And I think that whole idea of being able to identify what actually is the limiting factor is so critical in all of life, because I think people focus on the wrong things. And I mean, it kind of goes back to this philosophy of life, which I adhere to strongly. Is like life's about balance. I knew I could not. This was not worth sacrificing my life for. You know, I couldn't sacrifice my family. I had to have balance.
A lot of the most successful guys have managed their life in such a way where they have the freedom to go. And a lot of them, too, they manage their family well also, and they can kind of have their cake and eat it, too. Like, you don't have to work in the hunting industry to have a good family life and get to hunt as much as you want. You just have to be intentional about what you're doing. And also, on the flip side of that, we know a lot of guys who recklessly passionate about hunting, like a lot of us are, and they let it mess up their family life. And then all of a sudden, the family falls apart. And 3 years later, they don't even hunt anymore because their life is so messed up. See it with guys, well, they'll get a divorce, and then just a couple years later, they don't hunt like they used to. It's like you kind of robbed yourself of both things at the same time.